Let me go ahead and show you how the process goes with this. First thing I'm going to do is slide this on the log with the flat side towards the end of my log. Open it up a little bit here. And all I want to do is square the end of this log. This is cupped just a little bit, so I want to make sure it's good and square. So I'm going to go ahead and clamp that in place. And I don't need to take a lot off of here. All I'm trying to do is make it square. These bar guides are actually going to hook onto these rails, and it's going to give me a 1/2 inch standoff, so I'm good and safe. My chain isn't going to hit the jig, but it's going to make a really nice straight cut. Each time I come off of the jig, I want to make sure that the chain at least stops. It's a really good idea to go ahead and set the chain brake, so as I come off the end of the rails, I don't end up dinging this with the end or with the teeth of the chain. Now I'm going to flip this jig around so that we can cut our actual dovetail. We didn't mark this log, but this side of my log is going to be to the outside of my cabin, so I want the skinny side of the jig to the outside of my cabin. I'm going to line up the end of my jig right here with the end of my log on my good flush cut or good square cut. We've also determined that it doesn't matter which cut you make first, whether it's the horizontal or the vertical cut. Either way, it works very, very well. You can see here, it's engaged the stops, and I literally cannot go any further on that jig, so the chain is very safe. Now I have to switch sides of my log, and I need to make sure that I'm engaging the bar guides correctly, like this, and now I can make my cut. Now you can see I've got a very nice clean dovetail notch cut into the top of my log. I'm going to roll everything over and notch the bottom side of my log. There, I've got the bottom side of my log notched.